Chase your dreams no matter what. Even if anybody tells you you can't, you still do it anyway and stand tall no matter what you do because your dreams will come true at the end of the day. You know
Whoa,
what I mean?
whoa, whoa, whoa. Back
So,
up, back up. Is that your next opponent on the wall?
hey man,
With names in it and shit?
most of this stuff behind me, man, is just fight memorabilia. I've been in the game for like 15 years as a professional boxer, so
Uh-oh.
it's time to move on to something else. That's why I got into BYB. Shout out to BYB,
Hey.
Extreme Fighting Series. We do make the weekends. I'm telling you right now. Dada 5000. He shot us out, man. You know what I mean. He built a platform for us.
We are going into the bold predictions of 2023 here. Steve, you getting a kick out of this?
Love it, brother.
I can
Yeah, that's
tell
my
you.
dog.
I can tell you're entertained. Number one, John Jones doesn't fight ever again. Bold claims?
Nah, he's fighting this year.
Yeah, he'll fight, bro. He'll fight. He's still got the
Nah,
dog.
how about this one? He will not win that title.
No, he won't. He won't. I think something mentally is fucked up with him, but I think he's still got the dog in him. I think he's ready to fight.
So, for the fans listening, the most important people here, if you guys haven't heard, Cyril Gane has 1 week left on his contract to resign with the UFC. So, he sends out a tweet that he wants to fight John Jones in March. Does that happen?
No,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
that's
I
not
don't
the
think
fight.
it's gonna happen.
Listen, there's two fights that they'll make: Stipe and Jones, Ngannou and Jones.
Steve
That's
got it.
it. That's
Yeah.
the list. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%, bro. I
And
really
Jones
do.
doesn't win
I
any.
think
That's also
Ngannou and
why
Jones
I
is
say,
gonna
because of how
happen
things
first.
working out, he won't win the title because I don't think he's going to get Ngannou first. Whoever's going to be that first fight, I don't think happens before March. And I think
Yeah.
the way the timetable works out, that he won't be able to win one fight and then get Ngannou or even an interim fight for the title, depending on what happens with Francis, to even fight for it in this year. Like I said, bold prediction is he will not win that title in 2023. Period. It's not
Will
going
he
to happen.
fight Stipe? We all want to see him fight Stipe. Can we all?
Well, I
raise
mean,
our
I
hand
think
there?
that's the proper fight to have.
Yeah.
Stipe wants one
Not
last
only,
one
not
last
only,
crack, one
not
last
only,
run.
not
last-
only for the fans, but for the both of them too. I believe it. You
It's
know
the
what I mean?
polar opposite. I mean, it's just like if you think about it,
It's
like
like Nate and Tony.
Stipe's the
Exactly.
not only the company man, the company champion. He's a volunteer firefighter. He fought. In his home country's kind of reserve army and things of that nature.
Oh, the
Like
Czech. He's Czech or something.
he's a Czech cop basically.
Yeah.
Right.
over there. So like he's legitimately the other side of John, the polar opposite.
Definitely. And I really think it'll be good for both of their careers because then they get to go into deeper
Well, no, John
waters.
gets to
For
beat
both of them,
gets to
you
say
got to
he
think,
beat
bro.
or stop the legitimate UFC heavyweight champion.
With them both fighting, though. With them both fighting, bro, they literally get to go into deeper waters together. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that is cool. That is totally cool.
And I think that'll be a firework of a show, regardless of the fact, of the outcome. I really think that it would be good for both of them and their morale. Think of their mental state.
John.
You know what I mean? Think of their mental state, bro. They fight each other, bro. It'll definitely give another one a boost of something.
But you're both saying that Jones is losing to Stipe? I disagree. I totally disagree with you guys.
I don't think he stops him.
We'll see.
Dude, Stipe has probably one of the best chins at heavyweight.
Dude, James Krause told me there's a pre-existing injury going into this one. So
yeah, man, but you can hide an injury.
No, I'm
playing.
Come January 1st, 2024, we'll be talking about Nate Diaz returning to the UFC.
Ooh, that's gonna be savage, bro.
Yeah, no.
That's gonna be
It is
savage.
bold, but no.
now,
is it
now,
gonna,
now, I'm wondering what it'll do to his career, though. You know what I mean?
no, we're
Like,
asking, will it
like,
happen?
will it? I know, but if it does happen,
He will
let's
lose
say,
half of his
does it take
profile,
off
and if he
running,
does
or
everything the
does
way
it
he
go
did it
smooth
left, and then
sailing?
come back at because they gave him money. No,
I think
Right.
it would be for the Connor fight, if anything, right?
It has
why?
to.
If listen, anyone who sees the writing on the wall, Connor's is going to fight out his contract, and he's gone.
You agree?
I mean, he makes a point, though. He's got a point, though. Yeah,
That would
he's
be so
definitely got a
sad
point.
All right,
if we don't get to see that.
there's no way you can think that Conor McGregor is gonna be able to put anywhere to 3 to 4 wins together in a row to go get a title again, right?
Well, he's
So then, what's the
gonna
point
fight?
of him fighting?
He's supposed to fight Chandler. He's trying to do. I heard there was some training videos of him today getting chased around the ring with a bat. So we'll see. Next one here, Fedor Emelianenko, 46, retires as Bellator's heavyweight champion.
Nah, Bader beats him again.
Hey, man, good career, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good career,
Like,
stayed on
Great
too
career,
long.
dude. You know what I
Is he
mean?
the
Didn't
scariest
fight
fighter?
didn't come to the UFC, didn't challenge himself properly, handpicked too many fights, stayed inactive too long. Fedor is a legendary name, does not belong in legendary lists.
So
Look
what
what
made you
happened.
go with BYB over any of these other options? What makes that the best spot for you?
Well, to be honest with you, man, back in August, and I mean, we at BYB really don't like to say the name, but I tried out for the BKFC, and everybody, dude, look, I got interviewed, you know what I mean,
How
and
many
I hit
people?
harder. The little punch meter that they have at the end of the game.
We've
whatever,
heard this. We've heard this. Bring us through this. What was it
Hey,
like
look,
for
so this
listeners?
little punch meter that they had at the end of the game, why was I punching over 700 and I punched harder than everybody else? Look, mind you, I fought in boxing at 122 to 126 pounds. I'm fighting now in bare knuckle at 130 pounds. Why is it out of every heavyweight in that tryout and everybody in that tryout, I hit harder than everybody else and they
That's
looked
wild.
me over? They
That's
looked me
wild.
over. You know what I mean? And I was tired of waiting after 4 months, you know what I mean,
Bro,
to
I
get a
bet you were
shot.
so pumped when you hit it and saw that number too. You're like, yo,
Oh,
I
bro.
nailed this thing.
Bro, they let you hit it 3 times, dog, and I'm telling you, I think it was like 750, 720, and 700 at the same, you know what I mean?
Bro.
So, come on, bro. I hit hard, man. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why Brandon Burr won't fight me again. You know
And it
what I mean?
tops out at like $9.99, bro. or
Yeah,
so.
dude.
That's
So,
crazy.
you know what I mean? Like for being a little dude that I am, bro, I hit hard. You know what I
They
mean?
got one at the UFC Institute, and they got a whole bunch of fighters that do it. I'm really interested to going back and looking at some of the numbers and see where you stack up, especially at your weight, man. That's really impressive, man.
I
But,
appreciate that, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like I pride myself, bro, into learning the fundamentals of every aspect of boxing, bro. I'm not I can tell you I'm a journeyman, but I don't know everything. You know what I mean? Like I've been in the ring with champions, bro. Like, but I know that a lot of them won't let me try to get my what's that word that I'm looking for? Get a rematch for my fights, because they know that a lot of them I broke, bro. I break my fighters, man. They go into a lot of darkness, bro, that they're not ready for. You know what I mean? So I'm ready and willing to take on all comers for 130 in BYB. Hey, man, in the 15 years of my career, bro, I've lost a tooth. I've done my thing, man. I've been in the ring with champions,
this
bro.
one over here is talking about making a tooth collection of fighters' teeth.
Hey, bro, to be honest with you, I was watching one of your podcasts when you were saying that, and I was actually looking for the little pill bottle with my fucking tooth in it. I was gonna send it to you. To be honest,
bro,
with
I
you.
got one right here, bro. I got
Like
one
I
right
promise you, bro. I was looking for that fucking tooth, man. This little half tooth right here, bro, it's in a pill bottle
Oh my
somewhere. I
God.
gotta
Yeah.
find it. I'm gonna send it to you for real.
I need to stop encouraging this.
Look at that. I got one right here, bro. I got one right here. So
Feel it.
man.
I had I was supposed to go in for a root canal today, right? And I went in there. So if you guys can't see underneath my tooth, I chipped the whole thing. I bit into an apple. The thing broke off. So I've been going a week and a half almost like this.
Hey man, that's gotta be some weak ass teeth, bro.
Well, the thing,
it means I haven't been taking care of my teeth for a long time. That's what that means.
oh, come on, look at these pearly whites. No, what it is there's a bar behind here from when I used to have
Okay.
braces, and the thing broke off, and then I
Oh,
just
fuck,
didn't do
yeah.
anything about it, and then it just wore away. Bought into it. I was supposed to have a root canal months ago, and I was just like, fuck it, I don't care. Candy bars all day. And now I know what it's like to be 33. You know,
Right? Right.
But I'm not
Hey, man,
embarrassed.
I'm 34, bro. I know exactly how it feels, man.
So, champ, check out my idea here, and it might cost me a little money, but I want this. So I went in there. I was like, well, if you guys got to take the tooth out, I want something permanent. I want to get like a silver fang replaced, like a silver
Like a
fang replaced. That
vampire
would be
type shit.
badass, right? Come on, I don't want no
Shit.
flipper, nothing like that.
Right.
So, have you been in the situation?
Hey, man. No, to be honest with you, yeah. I mean, you know, they did do a couple drillings in me because I did spend a few years in prison, but you know
Oh,
what I mean.
wow.
I got that shit for free, so I wasn't really tripping about it. It was a couple of cavities and shit, but other than that, man, I really ain't had nothing like that.
That's crazy because I've interviewed Ian Heinisch before, whose success story came from prison. He was like a huge drug narcotic runner for ecstasy. I've interviewed Reggie Barnett. I'm sure you know Reggie. All these guys have gone to prison. Do you have any prison fight stories? Did people know you were a fighter when you went to jail, or was this before?
The first time I went, it was in Oregon State Penitentiary, and I was 18 years old, man. Stole a cop car, thought I was like some gangbanger,
GTA.
wannabe punk, and then all of a sudden, went to prison and got my golden gloves in there. But prison boxing is way different than regular boxing. So I found Jack Thompson, who was my manager at the time. He was actually a really good friend of mine. He used to bring his amateur boxers into the prison at the time.
Wow.
And we got to talking. He gave me his card. He said, when you get out, man, give me a call. So I got out, waited 6 months, and then got with Janice Sims and George Gonzalez, man, and they started my boxing career.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then from there it just kind of escalated, bro. I've kind of been a rolling stone in my whole career because I've taken things from different coaches, man, and executed other things. So
your paradigm's
trying to evolve.
Yeah, your paradigm's always evolving for the positive. That's awesome to hear. From going to steal cop cars to where you are, dude, that's totally awesome.
Well, and the second time, bro, I went to prison, man, it was a really different ordeal because I fought it because it was a crime I didn't commit. And then came down to it, man. Idaho saw it that, me being a professional boxer, I deserved to spend 2.5 years in prison. So I sat down for a minute, took a 6-year layoff from my boxing career.
Wow.
Came back in 2019, and I've been hitting the ground running ever since.
But you don't regret it because you weren't going to take a deal because it would make you look guilty. So I'm going to sit and I'm going to do the time that you think I did. I'm going to get out and do even better, right?
I have to. I got kids, man. And I've always told them, man, chase your dreams no matter what. Even if anybody tells you can't, you still do it anyway and stand tall no matter what you do, because your dreams will come true at the end of the day, man.
Well, Steve's from Philadelphia. It's hard where Steve is. I'm from New Haven, Connecticut, third most dangerous city in America per capita. We know how hard it is out here and how these young kids are going out there. There's shootings every night here around Fairhaven. I think things are wild right now. I had one of my good friends just get busted for murder last week.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely, man. And the thing is, bro, is that we don't have very many programs out there to definitely save these children's lives, man, and give them something positive to look forward to. Whether we're in a controlled, an uncontrolled, controlled environment, you know what I mean?
yeah,
We're still doing something positive because also it's teaching us humility. It's teaching us how to respect our elders, not only our elders, but have sportsmanship, you know, things like that, man. Within this career that I've done, bro, for so long, like I wouldn't give my life not to do it over again. I would love to do it over again.
And speaking of bringing it back, we were talking about as we were setting this up. So some of our boxing, our old school boxing heads. So obviously I had to throw the TCB hat on.
Right. Yeah, hey,
Out
man,
of
the
the
Morrison.
TCB.
Like I saw that and I was like, I got jealous, so that's why I had to turn my hat around. You know what I mean?
So obviously, me and you share an affinity for the Duke Tommy Morrison. I gotta ask you. We talk about all this crazy stuff, breaking news. Phil Baroni, we already knew he was and murdered some poor woman. You
Right,
have Dana White. Be laid hands on his wife. Unfortunate situation. Was talking with Erica. I think probably the more unfortunate thing about what's coming out about this is there's basically no repercussions for it. We're all talking about
right.
this, but no one's still talking about the fact that it's been how long since Tommy was diagnosed with HIV that
Right,
hasn't
right.
been diagnosed with HIV.
And
Trish
nobody
has
did
been
a
out here
thorough
throwing documents at everyone for the past
right,
5 years. Every
but
media
nobody did a
member,
thorough
podcast person,
investigation.
no one wants
Nope.
to touch this. I wonder
Right, right. Nobody wanted to touch it. Nobody wanted to do a thorough investigation. Everybody said, okay, well, there was a major signature on it that said, hey, look, you know what I mean? Let's pass this aside. You know, Tommy was a good dude, bro, and I can almost guarantee you, man. And like I've talked to Tommy on a few regular occasions, through email, through text message, long time ago. And it comes down to the point where
I know you got a letter from him too, as well.
yeah, years ago I got it was actually from Trisha, and she gave me his business card when he was doing the TCB, doing his own gym, and making things happen, making things work for himself because boxing turned his back on him. A lot of us boxers have had boxing turn their back on us, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and the
Well, I
sad
think
part
because it's
is
corrupt in so many different ways, it's disgusting anymore.
there it is right there, and for I've had this in storage actually. I usually keep all my boxing memorabilia together. If you look behind me, actually directly behind me is
Where
my
about?
Sugar Ray Leonard poster that's signed from a boxing event that he came to. But Tommy was a good friend of mine, man, and Tommy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, man.
He
When I
was
was talking with her, it was so hard. I did all this research, and you can tell how dedicated she is towards Tommy's life. And I was trying to tell her, you already won. You being able to be there with him and get him sober and love him and be by his side when everyone else turned his back and gave up on him. And he even had
hey,
to
but
go in front of everybody.
his dream was to really have it out there to where everybody knew exactly what he went through,
Well, I just
and
think
his
it's funny,
struggle.
guys like Luke Thomas and Ariel Hawani, they all want to talk about Dana White right now. I lost count of how many one of us, like, not big media members, but like people who cover the sport regularly have tagged them and stuff like this, and no one wants to touch it. And I still
Right.
as I think there's parts of it that I think it goes deeper than the athletic commission and deeper than um you know
I really feel like there's a personal vendetta there, bro.
I
I
agree.
really do.
I
You know what I
agree.
mean? Something that was said or
I don't
something
know
that
if
was
there's
done.
something personal, but dude, the man's dead. What do you could
So let
possibly?
it rest. Exactly. Let it rest. You know, Tommy Morrison was a monster, bro. He was a monster. He was a beast, bro. He was supposed to. Uh,
I mean, some of his stuff was kind of his own undoing, but like some of the stuff he wasn't protected.
right, right,
Some
right.
some of the stuff
He got
that
involved
he
with the
did
wrong
later
people.
on, he was just so mentally torn apart. Like you can't blame him for falling down,
But
this
see, that's
rabbit hole,
why that's
whatever.
where I go with that depression stage, man. When I was telling you
Listen,
guys about going
if
through the
we
fighter
talk about it
depression.
a lot because you don't know, we've lost so many people over the years of so many different things. Like you don't know
Right.
what anyone's going through, and when you're at that level where Tommy was at, to have what happened to him happen to him, I'm surprised he didn't go further. He didn't go deeper and do something crazier.
Right, right.
Knowing what
Lose
he
your
known,
mind.
I would have been acting. I would have been acting. Why? Like, listen, like, dude, when I know something, and like no one wants to hear it, I'm gonna scream louder and push harder. I'm so surprised that he was able to do things in the way he did it,
Right.
because I wouldn't have been able to, man. I wouldn't have been able to.
Bro,
So
and that's the difference between a champion and a warrior, bro. A champion will overcome a lot of things, man. A warrior will keep on fighting no matter what.
that's
But the
right. Tommy
champion will
was in a fight
overcome.
with a broken
Huh?
jaw. He was in a fight with a broken jaw, broken wrist, and then the
Yep.
ninth round still came back.
And
Still
still
came back.
came back, bro.
Yeah.
You
What
know,
so what are your thoughts on this? Because it really is so controversial, and it's really strange that nobody talks about it when it was so illegal for what's his name? Tony Iommi? Not Tony Iommi.
Well, no,
Kevin
the whole
Ioli's wife,
process was illegal. Everything about what happened
and
was
nothing said he
illegal.
had AIDS.
well, my feeling about it, bro, is, to be honest with you, man, I've suffered through my career, in the corruption of the boxing world, bro.
How so?
Not
Politics?
only
Or?
just personal, but business relationships. Fighting a fighter in his hometown, and knowing that you outclassed him, and knowing you outboxed him, and did everything you did to win. But once he tries to get that upper hand in a round, the referee instantly calls it. He gets a signal. I've watched referees get signals. I've watched things happen in the boxing world that, with this whole situation, like, I wouldn't put it past them, bro. I wouldn't put it past them. And it's savage, bro. It's savage and disgusting in the same instance, man.
Well, the other thing too about this whole situation is why wouldn't, like Steve was saying, somebody like Joe Rogan with a platform who follows Tommy Morrison, who's a fan of Tommy Morrison, give him the
Well,
say of it?
he's the one that sit there and like there's a video of him breaking stuff, like I guess Tommy when he had the pec implants and everything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So like on that aspect of it, why not? Why not? He always loves being the informed guy. Why not bring Trisha on and complete the story? Is
Because
my thing.
because obviously,
Why not
bro,
bring Trisha on to expose what the nonsense that's going on?
this
And
goes bigger than us, though.
if
We
you're Luke
see it.
Thomas, why not go? God,
This goes bigger than us, though. We see it as night and day. We exactly know what's going on. But the problem is that with the mainstream media and the way that everything is going right now, bro, he has people in his ear. He's probably sitting there going, man, I really want to talk about this Tommy Morrison incident. But the fact is, bro, is that he's got people in his ear.
Which
Everybody has people in his ear.
which
You know
is
what I
so
mean?
funny because he used to do like conspiracy shows and stuff like that.
Right.
And now he used to be dead set on the moon landings being hoaxed. Now he'll totally scream at Eddie Bravo saying it's absolutely ridiculous, this and that. It's just kind of weird to see. So with that being said, I could totally see what you're saying. I think a lot of people would also agree. There's no way he's making every
well, no, and
decision on
I
his
get
own.
what Kendall's saying because we
Yeah.
seen it with, not with just Joe with how his I guess the manner of how he goes about booking the guests for his show has changed, but that's also because his show has grown so much, and it's he's basically the most recognized podcast in the world at this point in time.
Right,
I
right,
mean,
right.
you could probably make arguments for other things, but when we're talking here in the United States, when we talk podcasts, it's what the Joe Rogan Experience. That's what
Yep.
we talk about. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But
definitely, man. It really
with
is.
that being said, what I think Kendall's getting to is like there's a predisposition on what we're going to talk about, what we're going to cover, how things are going to be covered, and that doesn't just follow Joe Rogan because he has this big deal with Spotify. That goes with Ariel Helwani, which Ariel Helwani might be the best combat sports interviewer, but he's a shill to the point where he doesn't he doesn't say 100% about everything that he needs to. When some people come after him, 9 times out of 10 Ariel is in the right, but doesn't mean that he isn't a paid shill who does things a certain way within it. Like you run that same formula and then you want to cry about it. I don't want to hear about it. The only one who I think is 100% still an actual journalist, even though he is a pompous ass, is Luke Thomas.
I agree.
Don't agree with how he goes.
Hey man, I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you.
100%. No one has bought and paid for a thing he's written or said. It's 100% factual, thought through proof.
And you've actually met him in person, Steve, and he was kind of a jerk to you.
And he does his research on a regular basis. So,
and you're still agreeing with him. Yeah, completely. Well, that kind of gets me into this whole Dana White thing, because Dana went on to ESPN or TMZ, and they were being light with him. They were trying to throw the narrative.
ESPN didn't cover it till 2 days ago. Stop playing with me.
Or TMZ. It was TMZ.
TMZ broke it.
And they threw them all softball questions. They're like, well, we know that you were drinking. What do you remember? Is what they were saying. What do you remember?
It doesn't matter what he remembers. Situation? All right, listen. I'm going to break it down like this.
Please.
Was Dana wrong? Absolutely.
Go, Steve. Go, Steve.
But that also, it was.
I want to know. I want to know how it was instigated, though. I really want to know how.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what all of America.
You know what I mean? Like, let me know exactly the whole story. Don't just say, "Hey, look, she slapped him and he slapped her," and Dana shouldn't did that. No, I want to know what.
Not only listen, what even if like you've been hit before, dude. There's no way she hit you hard enough to require you to do the same thing back to her.
Right.
Why not just grip her up and like, what the are you doing? What are you thinking? Etc. Like it's the same thing I was sitting there saying to Erica. When you watch Dana White, act on some of these other situations when things go down, how does Dana's normally the one de-escalating everything. So how did we get to this point? Regardless of the situation, is Dana wrong? Yes, but also at the same time, you hear other people on the other side. She threw the slap. She knew what she was getting to. She knows her husband. She knows what type of man he is. At the end of the day, my biggest thing is you want. There's a double standard because you go and look at how other things have transpired with his athletes.
There had to been.
Paul Daly
something that escalated that
for throwing a punch at a referee after the fight with the Koscheck fight.
Hey, look, by no means am I saying that a man slapping a woman is right by any means, but I'm wondering. I really just kind of want to play neutral ground and see what the fuck escalated this to be what it was. You know what I mean? Like.
I bet you right now, Dana White is sitting there wishing, like, God damn, why couldn't I had a New Year's Eve fight this weekend?
Right, or something like.
How to take that 3-week layoff, one of that easy vacation at the end of the year. Yeah,
right. Let's go to Bora Bora instead. Fuck all that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what a bad spot to do that, bro. Come on.
Right.
Well, Steve, guess what I heard this week? Or I saw investigating. So the Slap League follows 6 people, one of them being Nate Diaz. Does Nate Diaz have something to do with the
Hey man,
slap.
his Stockton slap is legit, bro.
Yeah, right. So I'm friends with Slap for Cash, who's been on he's been on Logan Paul, the slap that changed my life. He's best friends with Nick and Nate Diaz. I was like, why aren't you guys on this? And he's like, just wait. So I was like, what's going on here? I go and check who they're
Listen, I
following.
don't
They're
want to hear
following
no
me.
more Jake Paul talk
Hey
because
man,
he got
hey,
cracked
if
by
he
the
wants to
schmo.
sponsor
It
me,
was
tell
on,
him
he
to
was on
holler at me,
glass
bro.
slippers, man.
I got you.
The schmo put Jake Paul on glass slippers. I don't want to hear nothing. All
What?
Jake wants to do is pick on welterweights. I don't want to hear no Jake Paul talk until he fights a guy that's actually in his weight class.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you there. Hey man, I'll give you
I've been
nuts
sitting there
for
saying the
that
whole
one.
time.
You know what I mean?
Go look at it.
Like,
All
I
right,
agree
so
with
go
you
look
on
at these
that
fought.
shit. Fuck
They're
that,
all former welterweights. Every single one of them. Jake Paul fights at 200 pounds. 200 pounds. Okay, so someone come talk to me when he fights a light heavyweight,
right?
or a
Right.
cruiserweight, however you want to word it. Anyone
I
who
would like
fights
to
at
see him.
200 pounds, in my opinion, that's why he ran from the Hassan. I seen Rockman fight June.
Bro, that's what I was just gonna say. I would love to see him fight him, bro. I would love to see him fight him,
since we
bro.
were talking about Tommy Morrison, he should go fight Kenzie Morrison if he wants to make a
Right?
name for himself.
Oh, dude,
Bro.
Kenzie would probably slaughter him, bro.
Oh.
Kenzie would slaughter him, bro. Kenzie wouldn't give up on
If
that.
I was
because he's
Kenzie, I
got-
go talk
dude,
to PFL,
you
be
gotta
like,
think about
please,
it, bro.
I beg you, let
Look
me
at-
have
look-
the
look
MMA
at
fight,
Kenzie.
please.
Watch Kenzie and then watch Tommy, bro. They're almost fucking identical, dog. Like, it's a trip to me. Like, they got,
The reason
little bit
I love
different
Tommy
quirk.
because I'm a left-hander, dude. It wasn't just that he was the white guy in boxing. I'm a left-handed dude.
I feel that. Hey man, I've had
there's
I've
not
had some
a
pretty
whole lot.
difficult
Like when
fights
you look
against
around the world, there's
left-handers,
not a
dog.
whole lot of people that are good lefties.
I've had
Like,
some
all
pretty
right, you
difficult
look at
fights against
baseball.
left-handers.
Who
I
are the
know
most
exactly
valuable
what
guys? Oh, the left-handers. Holy crap!
I wouldn't say valuable, but I would
The
definitely
guys
say
who
give
get
me
paid
the
a lot
left.
more are the left-handers. You look at it: left-handed pitchers, left-handed hitters, power
Hey,
left-handed hitters.
hey man, I can't deny that, man. I can't
Man,
deny that.
look at the contract that Bryce Harper got from the day that he got on the cover of the Sports Illustrated magazine when what was he, 16 at the time?
16 or 17. I thought he was 17.
The amount of money he has got during that period of time is insanity.
Yeah, bro. I agree with you there, man. Yeah, dude.
So it's like one of the things, like,
But it's also about having the right people behind you, bro. The right people behind you, bro, makes a fighter, bro. It's not just the fighter's skill.
I think a lot of things play into it. A lot, how you're brought into the sport. Who winds up being your coach is how you're protected, how you're taught about things.
Right.
And not just that, but also to have the coach to sit there, like how you were sitting there saying how you wound up being in the guy's hometown. Like you should have been, like, as much as you said you've been bouncing around to here, to there. You should probably had a management guy in the place to sit there and say, as much as I know you need this fight, that this town is known for doing X, Y, and Z. Like, just so you have someone who knows.
Dude, I had in the beginning of my career, bro. In the beginning of my career, I had Jack Thompson, bro. He was a great manager. When he passed away in 2013, it definitely set my career for a whirlwind, a loop. If you know JRT Boxing out of Vancouver, Washington, Jack Thompson was a legit dude. And David Mendez was my mitt guy. Those two, bro, molded me into the fighter that I wanted to be. But the thing is, man, Jack made sure that I had everything I could ever ask for. My rent was paid, my bills were paid. If I needed a couple $100 for some, you know what I mean? He did it. He made sure of it. And all I had to do was just train and fight, But see, and that's what it comes from, bro. You really need a team like that. Somebody that's going to kick your door down at 4:00 in the morning and say, hey, champ, I need your ass up out of bed. I need you to go run, and I'm going to follow you. You know what I mean? Like, look, bro, this motion picture shit, when they show you the shit on Rocky and all this other shit, this shit is for real, bro. This shit is for real. It's in our blood, bro. You know what I mean? But the problem is that, we have too many people there that are there for the ride. that are there just for the experience. I.e., a coach I used to mess with, man, and I'm not gonna name any names, but he knows where he is. He's in Napa,
Mayhem
Idaho.
Miller.
No, I
I always
wish.
throw the name.
But anyway, he's in Napa, Idaho, and the problem is, with him being who he is, and not being on the level where I'm going,
Yeah.
I don't need him, and I told him respectfully, hey man, your coaching has got me this far. I'm going into bare knuckle, I'm moving on to bigger and better things, and I'm not taking you there.
Let me stop here. I've seen this so many times. You know who Nick Newell is, obviously, the one-armed fighter from here in Connecticut. He had a run with the UFC Dana White's Contender Series. So here, Andrew Calandrelli has a gym, which Marissa, our last guest, is friends with. They had a huge falling out over this because Nick trained with him his entire life. And then as soon as he started gaining some traction, Nick left and opened up his own gym. And there's all this beef around it, and it's just so sad to see.
It's never about somebody supporting their dreams anymore. It's about somebody else's come up. I'm sick of seeing that. You know what I mean? Like, look, I've dreamt to be a world champion ever since I was 6 years old, bro. And I watched Sugar Ray Leonard fight on the TV, and I turned to my mom when I was a little boy, and I was like, Mom, this is what I want to do. And she kind of laughed. She laughed.
She said, no mas.
You know what I mean? But the thing was, dude, she turned around and now she's like, son, look at you. You're chasing your dreams and you're doing what you want to do and not letting the world hold you down. You know what I mean? Regardless of the fact, so this is what we as fighters need to understand is that when you got a place that you can truly call home, where it makes you almost feel like, dude, you can sleep on their couch at any time, they'll give you a room, board, the shirt off their back, bro, just to make sure that you succeed in your dream. That's what you need. And that's the coach that I found in Virginia, bro.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's special.
Randy Witcher, man, Gretna, Virginia, bro. This guy is a boxing mechanic. He's got videos on YouTube of his son. He used to go around to boxing shows, man, and put on little intermissions with him hitting mitts with his son. And his son was like 5-6 years old, bro, and looking like a world champ, bro. This dude is crazy, man. He's a guru. Randy Witcher is a guru, bro.
That's pretty crazy. That's a great idea. Like that obviously happened before people actually started doing all the social media stuff too. That's
exactly
genius,
bro.
Right?
Like he was in the game long before a lot of other people. And the problem is, like, the funny part is, and I'm gonna give a shout out to Coach Randy Witcher, man. Follow him on Facebook. He is literally a legit guru. But with him being there, man. The thing is, man, a lot of people, they run into both of us and they're like, dude, are both of y'all related? Nah, man, it must be that light skin thing. You know what I mean? So we got the thing working for us, bro. Light skinned Jamaican dude and, black cat from Virginia, bro. You know what I mean? This is how we got to make it happen. We're building an empire.
They're like, were you that little boy from years ago? They're like, were you that little kid from years ago that was hitting the mitts?
Yeah. Right.
He's got to roll with it.
But that's what I'm saying, man. It's just it's so funny, bro. Like, yeah, sometimes they ask me if I'm his son. You know what I mean? Like, we're a lot alike, which is kind of crazy.
Well, what's even worse, bro? This just happened to me. I was talking to a girl, right? And I sent her a photo of me and my mom and my dogs from like years ago. And she was like, oh, is that your ex-girlfriend? I was like, yo, no, that's my mom, yo. Like my whole life, all my friends were like, your mom's hot, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh my God. Dude, I hate that. Going grocery shopping when I was younger, like a couple of years ago, like people would be like,
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, like last week. But it's like, that's the weirdest thing. I'd rather somebody think someone's my dad than be like, yo, is that your girl? At least they're not saying, yo, is that your boyfriend?
Right. No shit, huh?
But
whoa,
going back.
Whoa, bro. Whoa, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to anybody, but yeah, don't get twisted.
Yeah, no, that's not my girlfriend. That's my mother.
Right, right. Right,
So what you
right.
were just
Yeah.
saying,
She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. That's my
it,
mom's. You
unless
know
your
what I mean?
friends are
Look at
like,
me, you know.
my friends stopped trying to hang out with me and just wanted to sleep over so they could sneak upstairs at some point. It was just like, fuck you guys. So what you were what you were saying a minute ago about
Oh, so you
how
had a
you're
Stifler's mom.
yeah, bro, for real.
You fucker.
I did it
Now
for
the
the
question
Stifler.
is, do you have a Paul Finch in your group?
Oh
Oh
no,
shit.
yeah, right. I actually do, and he looks like Paul Finch, and he's the kid. Wow, yeah. No Casanova though. No
Right.
Casanova.
Hey.
Um, so what you were just saying about your parents getting behind you, I think is so important for that motivation to be put in your head at such a young age. Because I read this book when I was younger. It's Derek Jeter's book, and in the first chapter, they go into it. He's a little kid. He goes into his parents' bedroom at around midnight, wearing a New York Yankees hat and his glove, and he goes into the bedroom, wakes them up, and says, "One day, I'm going to play shortstop for the New York Yankees." And they said, "Yes, you will, as long as you believe in it." And this book was
Right.
written way before Believe, Achieve, and all that. And I've held on to this book for so long because it meant something to me. Because when I was growing up, I'll never forget my stepfather. You know, I was on all the all-star teams for baseball, captain of the football team. And he was like, "You think it's all good now, but that stuff isn't achievable. You have to think outside and get a real job. You'll never
No
achieve
doubt.
that." And
Yeah, yeah. I've heard that
I was
multiple
like,
times.
no, I need to. It crushed me, man. You need to have that drive. That took it away from me. And I was just like, it took a long time it took a lot of MMA interviews to actually realize that you could, we're all the same. We all wake up in the morning and we all make choices, right?
Right.
And somebody is next in line for the position I want. Why not me? What do I got to do? I'll do it, right? It's
What do I gotta
achievable.
prove to not only myself but everybody else?
It's
Yeah. But
achievable,
how
right?
can I be better today than I was yesterday? You know, what goals can I accomplish today? Look, dude, the first thing I do in the morning, bro, I get up and
Put
Coach
on that
Richard.
watch.
Hey man, good looking, bro. Yeah.
Oh,
But oh yeah, hey, and the lion pendant's got to go with it. You know what I mean?
let's see that. Let's see that bad boy. Yo, that's like like the O block change that King Von got everybody. Yo, that thing's
Hey
sick as
man.
hell. Hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what I was saying is that, you know, when I wake up in the morning, bro, like the first thing I'm doing is I get up, bro. Obviously, you know what I mean? You got to brush your teeth, take shit, whatever. But I'm staring in that mirror. Randy Witcher, Coach Witcher has got me on this thing where I'm staring in the mirror, bro, and I'm repeating my I ams. You know, I'm a
Which is
king.
what?
I'm a lion. You know what I mean? I am winning. I'm a winner. I will succeed. You know what I mean? I am succeeding. You know what I mean? Things like that, bro. Like people don't understand the power of manifestation, dog. You know what I mean? They don't understand that, dog. And even though that we go through these trials and tribulations and we go through these hardships, you know what I mean? There's the grass is greener. I'm telling you, the
I've
grass is greener. You just got to keep pushing. Don't give up. Don't give up.
I've seen you do this too. I've only known you for about what 36 hours at this point. And last night I was trying to put together, the background for you and everything. And I remember one message that you said, and it says, "The lion is a beast, and so is anyone I welcome into my pride, gentlemen. One love." And that stuck with me, man. I saw where your mindset was. And I'll tell you what, that probably works so well for you, because there was one point in my life where I was waking up excited and I felt all this motivation. I put motivational music on, hardcore music on, and I was like, this is it. No safety nets. Let's go. And
Right.
then I fell
Any
into
way
a
to get that niche. Any way to get that niche.
I fell into a really toxic relationship. I was probably the toxic one, and it totally threw me off. And I realized how I don't need any distractions until I get what I want. The most important thing in this life is making sure I feel like I've accomplished all that I've wanted to accomplish, that I actually take a step outside of the box and
Not
be
even
different.
don't even set your goal up for the lifetime, bro. Just set that goal up for the day. The day. as soon as you accomplish it that day, bro, you know there's greater things ahead all the time. All the time. Whether I get my ass kicked in training or I get my ass kicked at work, regardless of the fact, bro, you know what I mean? I accomplished something that day. You know what I mean? Which only makes my life that much sweeter in the end. You
And
know
I
what I
learned
mean?
something recently too. I actually learned that sometimes losses are actually victories as well. So when I went through that depression and I'm kind of getting out of it, I reflect on it and I'm like, oh, I had to go through that to realize this. And it really takes a lot of reflection. A lot of the time we go through the day, we're on social media, we're worried about this one, that one, and the other thing. But I'm somebody, I like to play the guitar. I like to, I have hobbies that help me focus and calm down and help me realize things, especially when I take LSD. What are some of the things? What are some of the things that you do to kind of get in the right mindset?
Um, to be honest with you, man, I'm very spiritual, so I'm always always in prayer, whether it be, as an obeya, coming back from my family heritage, in Jamaica, some people call us witch doctors, but we still read the word. The Holy Bible is still, we are, everything that we do is in the book of Psalms. The problem is that, when it comes to the candles and the burning and the sage and all this other stuff, the Palo Santo,
Well,
people
I've
start,
was
thinking
raised around
different.
Haitians who are kind of similar,
Right,
right?
right, exactly. It's
Yeah.
it's a different kind of culture, but we still believe in our higher power. Granted, we don't truly believe that, it's a singular source or, the trifecta like they claim it to be. We think there's multiple creators, bro, of different certain aspects. So with that, I'm in my spiritual beliefs. To be honest with you, man, it's either work, gym, home. I'm usually a recluse, but I like to write a lot. I write a lot of poetry.
Really?
A lot of I'm a lyricist. I used to write reggae music before. The last time I had a $10,000 recording studio, and
Wow.
my ex fiance, she got rid of it. But the problem is that I want to get my studio back up and going. I want to make reggae music again. Um, but I draw, I write, I spend a lot of time with my daughter Sophia. She's a really big impact for me, and she's actually the one that tells me that, hey, Dad, it's
Oh,
time for you to follow your dreams. Mommy's following hers. So
oh wow.
you know and she's 10 years old, man. She's the light of my life, man. It's just
Mommy's dream of destroying your life.
no, no, no.
I'm playing. I'm
Mommy's
playing.
dream. Hey,
I'm
don't get me
playing.
wrong. Sophia's mom, dude. Her and I went through a rough patch, for a long time, and now we're like the closest and the best as
That's
friends.
important.
You know,
Steve, you
and
can
and
relate.
the
Come on.
thing is, bro, is like we really do it for our daughter, but we also are that backbone for each other. If we have like a problem or issue or something that needs to be talked about, we can talk to each other without having to yell, scream, cuss, fight. That's the thing that I don't have with my other baby mamas. You know what I mean? And I want that so bad, but you know
That's so
time will
important.
tell. Time will tell what happens with that. But yeah, other than that, man, my spiritual beliefs. I love to write. I love to draw. I'm a runner, so I run a lot. You know
Bro,
what I
I
mean?
got
Like,
something for you. I got something for you. It's called I'll send it to you. It's an app, right? So when you go on a run, it has zombies. Like you put your headphones in
no
and
shit. Don't
it's
tell
a
me I'm running from zombies, bro.
it's called Zombie Run, bro. It's called and
What the fuck?
you put
Don't
it in
do
your
this.
you
It's
put your
called The
headphones in,
Walking
right?
Dead
And
I'm
app.
you
gonna be
start your
like,
run. And then you
oh,
hear
one's right
zombies.
there. Shit.
Yo, and there's like it follows the map and it's crazy. It's crazy. I'll send it to you. It's
Hey, yeah,
definitely
you're gonna
something
have to send
motivational.
that shit to me, man.
It's
I'll check
cool
it
as
out.
hell. And there's
I'll
like a
definitely
whole
check
bunch
it
of
out.
people that are in on it as well. You can, yeah, man. I'm gonna start doing it and like do a review on it, which would totally be sick here. But I got another question for you here. I want to rewind really quick. We kind of brushed over the voodoo doll thing. So if I wanted to get something for my studio that's kind of in the same like realm, what would you say to get?
I don't know. You got to show me your whole studio, bro. I'm like looking at 2 walls right now.
I mean, I'm saying like that thing behind you. I want something like that in my room, like something that's spiritual, something
Get
like
you a
voodoo.
Rasta flag, man. You know what I mean? Get you a Rasta flag.
I
Red,
got
yellow,
Rasta rolling papers over here.
Fool. Get
That's what
you,
I get.
you know, get you some fight memorabilia. How about that, man?
No, yeah,
Do
I
something
got
that
a
you,
ton of that. I totally got a ton of that.
hands down, dude. I'm a dog, bro. You know what I mean? I'm a lion, man. You know what I mean? And only lions come to play. And my playground is bare knuckle, bro.
So, if you were one of the characters in Lion King, are you Scar or Mufasa here?
Hey man, you got to give me a 50-50, bro, because sometimes, when I get on
I can't give you
that
Simba.
angry side, the Jamaican
I
comes
can't
out.
even be Simba. Simba
The
had
Jamaican
had a
comes
long
out and
journey,
it's
man.
really
Simba's had a
raunchy,
long
bro.
journey. Why
Me
can't
and
he be
Steve
Simba?
are Timon and Pumbaa. Me and Steve are Timon and Pumbaa, yo.
Oh
Kuna
man, I love you
Matata,
guys.
Kuna Matata. Hey,
Right.
that's beautiful right there. That's beautiful right there. So just like you, Champ, just like you, we're coming up too, bro. We're coming up too.
Hey man,
We're
I'm
fighting
telling you,
for it.
bro, 2023 is our year, bro.
Yes, sir.
2023 is our year, and I'm telling you, I'm welcoming you guys into my pride right now, dude.
Unlike fighters, though, we need you guys to sub us. We
Yeah.
need
Oh,
you
hey man,
guys to sub us.
anytime you want me on, bro, just give me a call. You know where I'm at.
Hey, thank you
Likewise,
so
man.
much,
You never
Steve.
need us for anything.
Hey, let me get a quick shout out to
Hold up,
Well,
Steve.
obviously,
Steve's
you
gonna
got your
bring you
shot.
right there, right?
I appreciate that, man. Are you gonna give me an intro, or you just
No,
gonna
I'm
let me
waiting
go?
for Steve. Usually goes. So at this point in the
Steve-
interview, what we
I,
usually
Steve's
do
I, I
like,
was, I
is,
was that's what I was just getting ready to do, and you took it out, Eddie. So I thought you were doing.
I was
it.
giving it to you because you've been doing it for 8 years.
See,
for
that's what
me.
you get. That's what you get messing
shit.
me up on the back end.
You know, best of skill. You know,
So,
we do.
typically what we do here at the end, my friend, is we kind of throw the proverbial microphone over you. Anyone you would like to thank, training partners, teammates, shoot at them social media sites, any sponsors that you have, any charities you're working with, anything like that, anything you're working with outside of combat sports that you want to let the people know about. The floor is yours. Let it rip, my friend.
All right, man. Well, this is the Lion with Guan. Everything you see here, don't take it personal. I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsors, Donnie Martinez with the Tile Ninja, Doug Anderson with Mainline Irrigation 208, Kelly and Simon Rakov, Kelly Mayofsky. Sorry if I slaughtered your name. With Boise's Best Auto Sales, Ronaldo Hernandez with Black Sales Photography, and Wesley Craze MC Smith with A Real One Entertainment. I want to give a huge shout out to my BYB family, every single one of you that are fighting for that dream. Keep going. I want to give a big shout out to Dada 5000 and the entire BYB family for putting me on and let me do this thing and show you guys what I got. I want to give a huge shout out to my moms, my pops, for always believing in me and pushing me to be a greater man than I've ever been. My daughter, Sophia, for just encouraging me to chase my dreams no matter what. My other 2 kids, I haven't met you, but I just want to tell you that daddy's here and daddy's finna be a world champion. Everyone that I haven't, been able to mention or I have forgotten. Oh, by the way, my sparring partners, LG, Dante Dunaville, Monte Dunaville, Tyree, Brian Maxwell, OG, BKFC veteran, Brian Maxwell, all you guys, man, you guys put me on and you guys have pushed me to be as great as I possibly can be. And a huge shout out to my coach, Randy Witcher, and my last sponsor, or my two last sponsors, Sean Barksdale with Press for Time Tees, and Pastor Kel Stone with Stone bail bonds.
Oh, yo, that's an important one right there. The bail bond thing saves life, bro. Sucks, man. When you're sitting in that little cell and you got this whole list of bail
Hey, bro,
bondsmen,
you know, and you're trying to
it fills
call
them up.
somebody, and then they're like, "Yeah, do you have any collateral?
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Let me
what
call
can
my
you put
grandma.
up? Do you have a paycheck? How much money's in your bank? Look, I know that. I've been there, bro. I've
Yo,
been
my
there.
bail bondsman recently got arrested in our city for selling opiates. I was like, that's
Oh, and
badass.
one last thing, man. I want to give a huge one love shout out to Carmen Medina with Tomorrow's Champions Boxing Gym in Nampa, Idaho, because you've always believed in me and you've always loved me and you always check on Champ when he needs it.
Hell, dude, that's so important, bro. This has been a pleasure, man. I like talking to fighters more than I like talking to my friends, honestly. You guys keep me motivated. This is my therapy. All the listeners of the podcast would say the same thing. So, with that being said, we cannot wait to see what 2023 does. And, man, I'm proud to be part of the Lion Den, bro.
Hey,
So,
bro. Hey, welcome aboard, bro. And I'm telling you, man, March or April, dude, I'm planning on getting back into that Trigon. I'm about to show you guys exactly how a lion wins a fight.